Hello friends, today we are going to have our first lecture for our TYBSc Chemistry Semester 3rd. I am Professor Sagar Dinkar Masti from North Commerce and Science College, Parne. I am going to teach you a subject for Semester 3rd, that is CH336C, in short IBNB. Introduction to Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, which is called as a biochemistry. Friends, here I have given a site for your reference, that is our college site www.newartfarnet.com, and here I am given my mail ID for any further communication. So let's begin our discussion with introduction of TYBSc syllabus. Okay friends, so here we are having a TYBSc chemistry syllabus. From where we can get this syllabus? We can get this syllabus from the university site, that is www.unipune.ac.in. On this site, when you click, you are getting the syllabus. How we are getting the syllabus? When we go to the main page of this site, there is a student corner. At that student corner, you have to click, and then below that there will be the syllabus. After clicking the syllabus, you can find a TYBSc syllabus in a academic year for 2015-16. Okay, this syllabus is designed by a board of studies in the chemistry for TYBSc. Here we are going to discuss a semester third syllabus only. In a semester third, students have to learn 6 different subjects. Out of that, 5 are compulsory and sixth one is a optional subject. There are different options are given. Out of that, we have to choose one of them. The first subject, which is compulsory, is physical chemistry. Then second one is inorganic chemistry. Next is organic chemistry, analytical chemistry, and industrial chemistry. These are the 5 compulsory courses for learning. And the sixth one, which is an optional course, that can be a nuclear chemistry, polymer chemistry, introduction to biochemistry and molecular biology, environmental and green chemistry, and agricultural chemistry. Here we are having our introduction to biochemistry and molecular biology. This is the subject having the code CH336C. This is taken in our college. Okay, friends, why we have chosen this? Why biochemistry and molecular biology is chosen as an optional subject? When we consider a TYBSc chemistry, a chemistry student should have a knowledge of basic molecules which are occurring naturally. That is the food material, whatever we are taking in our body. Or our body composed of a different molecules. These are called as a biomolecules, and this biomolecule study is nothing but a biochemistry in the view of chemistry. Okay, so we are learning this biochemistry as a point of view that our bodies consist of a molecule, and that molecule knowledge we should have. Secondly, why we introduce this in our syllabus? The reason is that this subject is particularly having a different molecule study which are in the body and how body is utilizing. So whatever the food we are taking, that food utilization should also be considered here. So that's why we have included in our syllabus. And last thing that forces us to include this in our syllabus is that the competitive examinations, whether it is for the chemistry student in the field of chemistry, that is for the MSc entrance examination, after MSc NET, SET, GATE examinations, or in MPSC, UPSC or competitive examination, the questions over biomolecules are asked many times. So therefore, we have included this in our syllabus. Okay. So that is the reason why we are going to study the biochemistry. Now here you can see for six lectures, for a six subject there are 48 lectures and having the 50 marks. Okay. So each course is having a 48 lecture and having a 50 marks. Out of 50, 40 marks will be evaluated through a university examination and 10 marks are reserved for the internal examination or internal assessment. Okay, so that we are going to consider. So here that is the structure of our semester third. We have to learn the six subjects. Okay. Now further, what we'll go? We'll go for the detailed syllabus of this. That is the semester third, Introduction to Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, CH336C. So this is the code for our subject. So let's consider the topics which are included in our syllabus. The first topic included is amino acid and protein. It is for the 11 lecture. Amino acids and protein. It is for the 11 lecture. Then second is the carbohydrate for 6 lecture. Lipids for 6 lecture. Hormones for 3 lecture. Enzymes for 7 lecture. Vitamins coenzyme for 4 lecture, cell biochemistry for 5 lecture, and last biochemical techniques for 6 lecture. If you look at the first 7 chapters, these chapters are related with the molecules which are present in the body. Okay, and the last, that is a biochemical technique, it is a chapter which describes the different techniques for separation, identification and purification of these molecules. Okay, so that is of the last. Total you can see there are 48 lectures. Okay, now let's consider weightage wise how these chapters are important. The first chapter, that is the amino acid and the protein. What we are going to study in this, it is having the 11 lecture and the biggest chapter in all. Okay, what we are going to study? First, we are going to study what are amino acids, then classification of amino acids, reactions of amino acids, and then we are going to see the titration curve of the amino acid. Okay, and in the protein chapter again we are going to see structural levels of the protein and classification of protein. Proteins are classified into the different classes on the different basis. Okay, so that's why this chapter is having the 11 lectures and a big weightage in respective to the all. Okay, now second one, carbohydrate. These carbohydrates are the food material, so we should study them. And this carbohydrate chapter having the 6th lecture. In that we have to go for the carbohydrate classification, then reaction of carbohydrate, then a different structure, that is disaccharide, trisaccharide, polysaccharide and the heteropolysaccharide for the carbohydrate. Then in the lipids, what we have to go? We have to go for the classification of an lipid, then fatty acid, acid number, reducibility. Then we have to go for the micelle formations. Okay, and the different type of the lipid, phospholipid, sphingolipid, etc. In case of an hormones, what we are going to study? We are going to study a classification of hormones on the basis of a nature, chemical nature, on the basis of an origin, and what is the effect of CAMP as a secondary hormone. Okay, then in case of an enzymes, what we are going to study? Classification of enzyme, inhibition of an enzyme, then we are going to have two equations, and then we are going to see what are the factors affecting the enzymatic activity. Vitamins and coenzymes. What we are going to study in vitamins and coenzymes? We are going to study in vitamins and coenzymes the different vitamins, their coenzyme form, their occurrence, and their biochemical roles, and the classification of vitamins. Cell biochemistry, that is one of the interesting chapters. In cell biochemistry, we are going to study the multicellular and unicellular cell structure for the different species. Okay, in that we are going to see what are the components of the cell, like a nucleus, a ribosome, then we are going to see a mitochondria, cell wall, okay, cytoplasm. These all we are going to see in the seventh chapter, that is the cell biochemistry, and eighth one is a biochemical techniques. Okay, this biochemical technique is one of the important chapters. Why it is one of the important chapters? Because these biochemical techniques are consist of an isolation, purification, and separation of the biomolecules. These biomolecules are occurring in nature, and their purification is a little bit difficult. So that's why this last chapter, the biochemical techniques, is used. There are different techniques included in this and having the six nature. Okay. Now it is an optional subject. For the first five subjects, you are having the availability of the textbook of different publishers. But for this optional subject, we don't have a textbook. So question will arise, if we don't have a textbook, then what to do? We have to prepare our own notes by using the reference book. Now you will say, sir, what is reference book? Up till now we have seen or we have used only the textbook. Then what is the reference book? Textbook is a book, or textbook is a simply having a prescribed syllabus of the university in textbook. But in a reference book, total components of the one subject is considered. Okay, so that means a reference book we will have a number of chapters that will describe a different component. Even if you look at all these, each will have a separate text reference. Okay, but there are certain components which can be considered only for the reference book little chapters. Okay, so further what we will consider a different reference book for our syllabus. So the first reference book is Leninger's Principles of Biochemistry by Nelson and Cox, Macmillan Publishers, 4th edition. Okay, so here is the name of the book, here is the name of the author, and Macmillan Publisher, which is the name of the publisher. Okay, that is the first reference book, and it is one of the important reference books in the biochemistry. Then second one is Harper's Illustrated Biochemistry, 26th edition. Okay, the third is Biochemistry by U. Satyanarayan. Okay, so that is the third. Fourth one is Biotechnology by B.D. Singh, third edition. Then fifth one is Cell Biology, Genetics, Molecular Biology, Evolution and Ecology by Verma and Agrawal, 14th edition. Sixth one is Principal Techniques of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology by Kip Wilson and John Walker. Okay, sixth edition. And last one is Biophysical Techniques by Upadhyay and Nath, third edition. So these are the reference books for our syllabus. Now you will say, sir, these are really reference books when we are having a time, when we are going to read these all reference books. So what we decided that we will go through one by one. One by one means we are having a one particular topic, and that particular topic you have to find out from one of these reference books and prepare your own notes. Okay, so what basic difference we are having for the optional subject? We don't have a textbook, we have to go through the reference book, and we have to create our own notes. We have to create our own notes. So this is the introduction and reference for you. Okay, now don't think that it is very big and you are having too much reference book for the study and you will not able to have a notes. It is simple way, just select one topic, go through the reference book, or I will suggest that if you don't have a reference book, then just go through the Google, type or just take a topic and search for that topic, you will have a number of insights that give a description regarding that. Okay. For example, if you have carbohydrate, you just type classification of carbohydrate. So classification of carbohydrate will appear. Okay. And one more thing. Already in our classroom, I have given you a syllabus. Okay. So from that syllabus, take a separate notebook for biochemistry, okay, and in that notebook on the first page write your information, personal information, and on the second page of the notebook you have to write a complete syllabus. Remember this, you have to write the complete syllabus of biochemistry on the second page of your biochemistry notebook. Okay, this is instruction for all students. Okay, syllabus is already given in your Google Classroom for TYBSC. If you are not able to download, you can download it from the university site, that is the www.uniqueimage.ac.in. Okay, lastly, thank you for watching this video, and this is the new experience for all of us to have a online teaching. This will definitely benefit us in this COVID-19 crisis for our learning process. Okay, so here we will stop. Thank you very much.